Crisis briefing, cover page. My name is Chance Rhead, and the organization that I'm going to be using is Spirit Airlines. The crisis is that the employee directed a patron to flush her support animal so she could board a flight. The crisis happened in February 2018. Spirit Airlines used several image restoration strategies. They used simple denial. They denied that an employee made the direction to flush support animal down the toilet. They used the strategy because there was no proof that it happened, that the employee actually told her to do that. They also used the strategy of reducing offensiveness by attacking the accuser. They said, how could a person deliberately end her pet's life? According to Time magazine, it said there, we can say confidently that at no point did any of our agents suggest this guest should flush or otherwise injure an animal. It is incredibly disheartening to hear that this guest reportedly decided to end her own pet's life. I don't think either of these strategies were helpful concerning the bad press all airlines are going through. They were more organization-centered instead of victim-centered. The hypothetical date for the briefing, March 2018. I'm going to take more of a victim-centered strategy when dealing with this crisis. I would start with mortification by admitting responsibility and asking for forgiveness. It's her word against the airline. But if there's some proof that came out later, it would make things worse. I would compensate her for the trauma caused and replacement of her support animal. The last strategy I would use is corrective action. The problem with the rules and inconsistencies around support animals is the heart of the whole situation. I would show that the organization is doing its best to accommodate people with support animals. Make common sense rules regarding which animals to consider support animals. I'll start my briefing. As an industry, airlines are responsible for the welfare of its customers, just not in the air but also on the ground. As CEO of Spirit Airlines, I know this is important to take care of the welfare of our customers, and unfortunately we sometimes have not done a very good job of that. And there's an instance which happened that unfortunately didn't go like it should have. On November 21st, 2017, Miss Beline Aldecosier booked a flight on our airlines because she was going home to have she had medical work that she needed to have done. Upon her booking, she inquired if she could bring her support animal because of her medical condition, and she was told that she could. So after arriving at the airport, she was told by one agent that it was fine, and another agent told her that that she would not be able to bring her support animal onto the flight. They rescheduled her flight for 9 hours later so she could make accommodations for someone to take care of her support animal. In this time, she was not able to find, and an agent told her that the best thing that she could do was either let it go outside or flush it down the toilet. And as an article that came out in Time by Sagara, it says, instead, Aldecosier eventually flushed Pebbles down the toilet after she was unable to find someone to take the hamster because she couldn't find a car. She couldn't rent a car or drive. Feeling like she had no choice, Miss Aldecosier flushed the hamster down the toilet, thinking that this was the most humane way to dispose of the animal. This was brought to our attention in February of 2018. Now, there's several things that we could have done to help her, Miss Aldecosier, with this problem. I'd like to first state that this problem should have never happened. We should have never given a customer an ultimatum to either get rid of their support pet or be able to fly home. We take responsibility for the actions of our employees, and our staff, and our training. And I would personally like to apologize to Miss Aldecosier for the suffering that we may have caused her. The suffering we have caused her by making her destroy her support animal. In U.S. Today, it talked about some of the suffering that she went through in an article by Hayes. She was scared. I was scared. It was horrifying trying to put her in the toilet. It was emotional. I was crying. I sat there for a good 10 minutes crying in the stall. We can only imagine someone trying to get rid of the support animal so they could fly home. Besides causing suffering over her support animal, there's other things that we can do. I would like to replace her support animal and donate money to organizations that provide support animals and information on support animals. I know this probably won't fix what has happened to her. But there are things that we can do to help this prevent this from happening to other people. When it comes to support animals, there's no concrete rules or guidelines in the industry on how to approach them. Basically, this is the heart of the problem. As an organization, we need to learn how support animals are important and how they affect the well-being of our customers. We need to use a common sense approach to accommodating people with support animals. There's a big difference between a hamster and an elephant. Things that we can do. We need to have clear guidelines that also help our agents better communicate to our customers and better train our agents so they know how to handle these situations. Again, today I'd like to apologize again to Ms. Aldacosi for the grievance, for making her the choice of support animals. We'll make any compensation to rectify this problem with her. We'll make sure this takes steps to never happen again. As an industry, I think we've forgotten how to take care of our customers. We have an obligation to take care of our welfare of our customers, like I said, in flight and also on the ground. Thank you.